The Indianapolis Colts quarterback competition is grabbing headlines as training camp heats up. With Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones vying for the starting job, all eyes are on how this battle unfolds. The arrival of Daniel Jones in Indianapolis changed the landscape entirely, injecting new urgency and intrigue into the Colts' plans. Both quarterbacks have shown flashes throughout camp, and the coaching staff is watching closely. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler was at Colts camp and spoke with head coach Shane Steichen, who revealed that the quarterback competition is neck and neck. Steichen hasn't begun shaping a depth chart and said the decision remains wide open. He emphasized how encouraged he was by both players during a recent practice session, noting that it was one of the best days of camp. The goal is simple: make sound decisions, move the football, and execute cleanly. For Richardson, Steichen applauded his growth from a maturity and leadership standpoint, especially as he enters his third NFL season. On Jones, Steichen recalled scouting him before the draft and has been impressed with how quickly the veteran has grasped the Colts' offensive system. He highlighted Jones's prior success in New York, including a playoff win, as proof of his high football IQ and ability to perform at a high level. Jones, for his part, expressed appreciation for his time with the Giants, but admitted he's ready for a new chapter. He's focused on learning Indianapolis's offense, which he says is still a work in progress. Richardson, meanwhile, spoke with humility and self-awareness. He admitted he didn't work hard enough last year and took responsibility for the setbacks that led to him being benched. Determined to turn things around, he's changed his off-season approach, fine-tuned his throwing mechanics, widening his base to prevent overthrows, and is working to prove himself every day. Both quarterbacks spoke to the media with respect and competitiveness. Jones acknowledged the mutual learning going on in the QB room, saying it's been a great experience working with Richardson. Richardson, meanwhile, is preparing like he'll be the starter, emphasizing that it's about the team, not just his personal goals. He stated the team wants to win a Super Bowl, and whatever decision the coaches make, he's committed to being ready. Analyst Kimberly Martin reflected on draft day in 2023 when she sat down with Colts GM Chris Ballard. He spoke candidly about the shadow Andrew Luck's retirement cast over the franchise and how much pressure he felt to find a long-term solution. That conversation, Martin recalled, made it clear the Colts were targeting Richardson, though it was understood he'd be a project in need of development. Recently, Ballard reiterated that fans and media need to be patient with Richardson, acknowledging that such raw talent takes time to refine. Martin questioned whether the Colts have remained true to that promise of patience, noting that 2025 is a critical year for Richardson's growth. Field Yates weighed in with a direct opinion: Richardson should be the starter. He argued that Daniel Jones, while experienced, represents a safe but unexciting option, a quarterback who likely won't elevate the team far beyond mediocrity. Richardson, on the other hand, still holds untapped potential. The Colts need to find out what they have in him, even if the odds are long. He may succeed or he may not, but they invested too much draft capital to keep him on a short leash. The team owes it to themselves to see this through. Sam Acho echoed Fields' sentiment, adding that Richardson's path has been slowed not just by injuries but also by a lack of maturity. Richardson acknowledged this himself, saying he didn't prepare well enough early in his career. Now, with improved health and mindset, and with the challenge of competing against a veteran like Jones, Richardson is better positioned to grow. Competition brings out the best in everyone, and this could be the spark that accelerates his development. According to Acho, Richardson's ceiling is simply higher, and the Colts need to lean into that. The franchise has started 10 different quarterbacks since Andrew Luck's abrupt retirement in 2019. Only the Browns and Commanders have used more. It's time for stability, and Richardson, despite his growing pains, may be the one with the best shot at finally ending the carousel. Shifting to another high-profile quarterback with a fresh opportunity, Justin Fields is entering a new phase of his career with the New York Jets. After dislocating his toe last week during practice, Fields is back on the field, thanks to a makeshift plastic toe guard. Fields explained that initially, it felt like a routine step-on injury, something that happens all the time in practice. But as he tried to walk it off, he knew something was wrong. The Jets staff devised a toe protector to shield the injury as he continues to participate in camp. However, the larger concern surrounding Fields isn't his toe. It's his performance from the pocket. Sam Acho pointed out that Fields has been sacked more than 100 times over the past 3 seasons. He's a gifted scrambler, but too often holds onto the ball for too long. If he wants to thrive in the NFL, he needs to become a faster, more efficient passer from the pocket. Fields' highlights often show incredible athleticism, but he needs to match that with better timing and accuracy. Kimberly Martin noted that for once, Fields is in a relatively quiet environment. No media circus, no pressure cooker like Chicago or Pittsburgh. This may be his best opportunity to develop without being constantly scrutinized. Field Yates added that the Jets have quietly built a solid offensive line with back-to-back first-round tackles and solid interior protection. This infrastructure might allow Fields to take the next step in his progression as an NFL quarterback, if he can speed up his internal clock and make better decisions under pressure. Turning attention to Miami, the Dolphins are looking to reset after a disappointing end to their 2023 season. ESPN's Dan Graziano reported from training camp that the tone this year is different. The team is focusing on fundamentals and rediscovering their core identity. Head coach Mike McDaniel gathered the team in April and delivered a clear message: "They talk, we do." That motto speaks to the team's new focus, blocking out external noise and dealing with internal issues directly, including the tension between Tyreek Hill and quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Rather than let frustrations fester, the Dolphins are encouraging open dialogue to strengthen team chemistry. Field Yates believes that a reinvigorated run game will be key to unlocking the Dolphins' offensive potential. Last season, teams neutralized Miami's explosive passing attack by daring them to run, and they couldn't deliver. With the addition of power back Ollie Gordon, Miami now has the physicality to counter that approach. A stronger ground game will force defenses to respect the run and open up the deep play-action shots that make Hill and Waddle so dangerous. Sam Acho emphasized that the Dolphins didn't just improve in talent, they upgraded in leadership. The addition of Minkah Fitzpatrick brings maturity and a championship mindset to a locker room that needs accountability as much as athleticism. Kimberly Martin added that this is the season where expectations truly meet reality. After years of build-up, the Dolphins were expected to be a legitimate Super Bowl contender. Now, it's about execution, health, and trust, especially between Tua and Tyreek. As always, the key to unlocking this team's potential may simply come down to health. Tua Tagovailoa only played 11 games last season, his lowest since his rookie year. He's made changes to his training to better protect himself, but the Dolphins will need him on the field to make a serious run. The early weeks will be crucial, as 3 of their first 4 games come against division rivals. In a league defined by quarterback play, the narratives around Richardson, Fields, and Tua are all part of a broader theme. Teams searching for clarity at the most important position on the field. Whether it's competition, redemption, or recalibration, the 2025 season is already delivering some of the most intriguing quarterback stories in recent memory.